What's up, Realgam? This is the Realgam Report, and I am here with Gerardo, aka Naspurge, and I am with Invalid,
Sup,
aka John.
rockers?
Hey guys, this is Nas.
All right, so the first thing that we're gonna talk about
Oh yeah,
is the while we were gone.
yeah.
Well,
We were
we
gone.
were gone.
Gerardo lost internet because he personally was attacked by a hurricane.
There was a hurricane that came to my house and destroyed everything. He came, knocked on my door. He's like, "Bitch, I'm gonna destroy everything so you don't have internet."
Its name was Hurricane Edward, and it was way worse than the guy from Twilight.
That's pretty bad.
He didn't fucking sparkle.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
but yeah, the server was down for 3 weeks, as you guys know, and there were some pretty shitty weeks because we had some losses and all that stuff. So it was
Loss in activity and all that stuff.
yeah, loss of activity and
Members.
members, yeah, members, activity, members, events, things that were
leaders,
happening.
leaders of clans.
Leaders of clans, Astark. So,
Legendary.
legendary was already meant to be
Yeah.
gone.
Well,
Pretty sure he's
in the
gonna
same
listen to this.
way, we were kind of thinking that about A Stark.
Yeah, but Astark just his leadership was just deteriorating, and I honestly felt he was doing a really bad job at HQ. Anyways, yeah,
Yeah. LOD. Everyone went into the Realgam channel to hang out on Poke Battle Center because we didn't have anywhere else to go. Poke Battle Center's tiers are the most like Railguns, and it's basically
yeah.
where we all started, where LOD started. I don't know where HQ started. Probably in some
We
headquarters
we started from Smogan.
from Smogan. So you guys
Yeah,
played in Wi-Fi?
I do.
No, I mean, did the whole
Uh,
clan normally play in Wi-Fi?
no.
No?
No, we went to PVC. We haven't been back at Smogan since we've started.
Oh. Alright,
Well,
well,
yeah, but during the time that the Realgam Tower was gone, for example, the clan Hive pretty much died because they weren't able to stick together, and lots of the members disappeared. HQ suffered some losses. Well, it acquired some losses, merged
Yeah,
with some
that's
losses.
a good way to say it.
That's a good way to say it. And one of those things led to Astark leaving HQ. LOD actually just it's happened before where our home server disappears, so we kind of already have a procedure on how to react and how to act when their main leader is gone. So we stayed together and we stayed organized and we kept training.
yeah, that's the
I
kind of
kind of
thing
wish we.
that I want for the Gym League, where, like how A-Stark was never around and we thought the Gym League was gonna suck because he wasn't there to lead it. When we boot the Gym League up, what I want is for it to be able to run itself without me having to do anything. I don't want to have to tell anyone not to do anything because they should know.
Yeah. That was one of the issues, by the way, with the Gym League under Astark leadership. It always leads to Astark doing something bad, but it's honestly what's going on. Like Astark was holding back lots of important things in Realgam Tower, HQ and the Realgam Tower Gym League. But but HQ is is under the leadership of Beaver now, and the Gym League is under the leadership of Invalid. So
Yeah, with our new stimulus plans, we should be able to take care of this.
Yeah, even with HQ.
yeah. So hopefully we're not gonna wait for Invalid to take 3 weeks to tell me he's gonna make threats and not make them.
Yeah,
And the YouTube channel's been working pretty well. We got the PTO the war between PTOB and HQ, where HQ was demolished by PTOB, which led to Astor being angry.
yeah.
Especially when I reminded him to add to his record, his loss. Yeah, did I tell you guys about that?
You didn't tell
Nope.
the people viewing, listening about
Oh,
it. So
I didn't tell our podcasteers, but when after HQ had lost the PTOV, Astor was pretty mad about it. So I just felt like reminding him, and I'm like, "Hey, Astor, have you updated the clan record yet?" And he's like, "I'll get to it eventually."
it takes a lot
Yeah,
of work.
it takes a lot of work to change one number. So he was pretty mad about it. Yeah, the YouTube channel's been doing pretty well. Yeah, the YouTube channel. The Gym League was gonna be rebooted later this week, month, this week, hopefully, thanks to our buddy Invalid.
Yeah.
Um, and HQ is doing pretty well right now.
Yeah.
But one thing we got to talk about is Hive, though.
All right.
Hive is that I think Hive is one of the clans that how
This
do I say this?
they're in a weird spot.
I don't know where
They're in a
you're
weird
going.
spot. Yeah, they're in a weird spot because they lost their leader, which was the legendary 35. He was fired by the board of executives as leader of Hive because, as you know, he's a smart kid, but he's very irresponsible when it comes to clan leadership duties. So, if you guys remember, Lifree became the clan left HQ and created what's the name of the clan?
Yeah, the big dick suckers.
Yeah, the Black Dragon Society. And well, you guys knew, you guys saw, we're in Realgam Tower, how long it took him to get members for it. And in the absence, ever since BDS was created, it was alive for over 4 weeks, and they could hardly get 4 members, and they've been gone since. So Live was given the chance to lead HQ. I mean Hive. Live has been given the chance to lead Hive. So Hive is another clan that's going to be under a new leadership.
Yeah. Active members of Hive right now are what? Live Free, Skittles, Legendary 35. Skittles, who some of you might, well, maybe the listeners might not know, but a lot of people know who he is. In the days
Pluto.
when we had the LOD, yeah, Plutoro. The days when we were on LOD Pokemon as our YouTube channel, he got us a lot of subs, so if anyone carries over from that, they might know it.
Yep. Um, well, another thing that's been going on, it's the HQ tournament by
Yeah.
the Beavers HQ tournament. And we got the BV man right here to tell us about it.
Yeah. So the reason why I'm having the HQ tournament is for it's for me, and it is also for you guys, because it helps me try to know how you guys are doing as in battles. So with these battles, I take the scores and I just like, all right, this is how it's going on. And I want you guys to save the logs when you do it so I can see what's going on just in case if I'm not there. But it also sees who is inactive and who isn't there, or like who is active and who is inactive. So far I've already seen that there's maybe 4 or 5 people who have been really inactive. So I just decided to bump them from the clan because I saw that they were never going to get in, go for that tournament. So I just decided to take them off. So,
Hey, sorry to interrupt you real quick, but approximately how many members were in HQ
uh,
during the absence of well, when Astark left HQ, how many members were in HQ?
I think when Astark left, there were about 16 to 18, maybe.
Wow.
I'm not 100% sure.
I know at
Um,
one point during Astark, during the time when Realgam Tower was down, there were actually 25. I counted.
Yeah, there was a lot. I was camping that weekend, and I came back and I saw that there was a whole bunch of people added to our roster. and I was a little mad. I just don't like when a whole bunch of people are in our clan, and that's why I'm doing this tournament as well to see who's inactive, so I can just boot a lot of people, just to separate people who are active and inactive, and then we move on from there.
Yeah. Another question. I got another question. How does it feel to be the new leader? How do you take the the transition of power from
Well, at first I thought it was like weird, only because I thought I was gonna be like what do they call them, the interim leaders?
interim?
Yeah. So I thought I was gonna be one of those until I read it. Like I read his post a lot further, and I was like, wait a minute, this sounds like he's not coming back. And I looked at the clan center and I realized that he made me the leader, grandmaster, and he put himself in the honorary, which that area was for live free when he decided to go on and make his BDS um, clan. And like the first thing I wanted to do was change some of the rules around, um, because before it just seemed like rules weren't that much like in effect. So that was the first thing that I wanted to do. And then I decided to make the tournament just so I know who's gonna like stick with this or are gonna just leave or and never show up. So that was probably one of my first things that I wanted to do as a leader. And after that, I'm going to move on and see what I'm going to do after that, just to see after I get the active members, then I'm gonna move on after that.
All
Okay.
right.
Hopefully that makes sense.
So yeah, I'm looking
Does it
at.
map?
Yeah, the thread actually looks like LOD's thread now, which I think is what you were going for, because we want to have all the threads looking the same.
Yeah. Yeah, it is pretty helpful having all the threads the same because then it's easier to navigate and see who's who and what positions they are.
Yeah, I think it was a good thing. What are tell us about like new differences in the new HQ when it comes to rules and ranking systems and all those things, like things that you have changed from the old HQ. Like, could you tell us a little bit about that?
Before we had like a ranking. I don't know what kind of ranking it was, but I thought it was a little weird that before we've always had like different kind of rankings, mafia rankings and all this weird stuff. So I just decided to get rid of rankings and just have leader, sub commander, or sub leader, co-leader, I do not care which one it's going to be, and members. No rankings. I don't really care if people are going to get mad that there's no other rankings because just having rankings makes everything a lot confused or really confusing because then people are going to try and work up and like, oh, why didn't I get this ranking? I worked so hard. No, you're just going to stay a member. That's it. Just members, sub commanders, sub co-leaders, and that's it. And as for rules, I decided to add a three strike method to a to the rules because I've seen that a lot of people break rules. Um, and I'm not a big fan of rule breaking. So some people would wear their tags or not wear their tags. Like every once in a while, Frost would do it with testing the teams. So then I just added to the rules that if you're going to test a team, just still have your tag, but then after your name, then you just write test. And so with the strike method, if you don't follow a rule, at first I'm going to give you a warning, and then after that warning, if you don't follow the rules again, then you're going to get a second warning, which is probation. So then you won't be able to participate in like clan tours or not clan wars tours, but clan wars. So like our upcoming clan war against Hive, if you were to be on probation, you will not be able to compete in that war. So and there are more stuff that you won't be able to participate in, and that's strike two, and strike three is you get banned from the clan, and some people have actually already got three strikes, so they were already kicked out. But if you look at the clan roster, you'll be able to see what the strikes are. They're up arrows. So if
Can
you
you give
Oh,
us
see,
an
okay.
example of somebody that has been fired from the clan yet for because with thanks to the new three strike
you
method?
already want to know, um, Violet, Violet was kicked out for it, and she was like a weird case only because like I don't really want to give information about it, but she didn't have faith and in our clan, which I think that is a like giant rule breaker. Because what if Invalid just said, "Oh yeah, I don't think this clan is going to be any good now that one person is gone." I would get like a little mad and say, "All right, then you can just leave." So that's what I just did with her. I just fired her. I would think that's a giant rule that is was broken. So she was kicked out of the clan, and yeah, she just I don't know. It's just weird. And inactivity is a big one too. If I don't see you online, that's like a war. You like if I don't see you on for like a day or two, that's just gonna be a warning. Um, and then if you're not on for like 4 days, then that's probation. And then all of a sudden, after like a week and 2 days, then you're just gonna be out. And
I'm guessing that if they notify you in advance of their of extended leave or temporary leave, I mean they don't get a strike. I'm guessing, right?
yeah, but like I still want you to get on every once in a while. Like I don't know, maybe for like an hour or like 5 minutes,
Yeah, like
because I know
Say
everyone.
for example, you're going on a trip to Italy for your school thing. You're gonna be gone for a week. Like you cannot help it. Like if they
Oh
told you that,
yeah, like trips. I'm right with you going on like trips. But if you're like saying, "Oh yeah, I just can't get on because I have like homework," you could still get on. I'm in school. I'm a senior and I get like a lot of homework. I have to do papers and all that stuff, but I'm still able to get online. So all I'm asking is just for you to get online for like an hour or something like that, and just say, "Hey, what's up?" I probably won't be able to get on for like tomorrow or something like that. I got a huge project,
yeah,
so yeah,
like just seeing the name too, even if you just log on, because if they
yeah,
see your name, they know you're active.
yeah. That's showing that you're active. Like you're still taking the like dedication that you care for your clan that you're getting on, even though you have work to do. So
Yeah. So
all right then.
after that, we've got the war we had today for between LOD and Ocarina of Time. This was
Oh yeah. Yeah. Let me actually give us a little intro into this news into this area of the of the cast. You guys know we restarted, and you know we don't waste that much time when it comes to getting back into practice and stuff. Ella, we are all the home clans are already looking for competition. We're not gonna be sitting around that much. And you were talking for quite a few minutes,
yeah,
but that's okay.
it was at least it was at least 7 minutes.
Yeah, but you
yeah,
talked about what was necessary. But back to the onto the next onto other things. We're starting the exhibition clan course again. You know, to get back in shape and hopefully get clans interested in joining the clan federation, so we can get started our second clan tournament for the year. You know, to just wrap it up.
yeah.
And we got this weekend. We got some exhibition clan wars going on. We already had one today, and it was quite an intense war, and we're gonna be discussing it. Um, it was LOD versus Ocarina of Time. Uh, HQ was supposed to be warring Hive today, but due to HQ having some issues with active members, considering they're remodeling and redoing their lineups and stuff, they weren't able to. But
Literally,
most
no one showed up. I didn't even show up.
literally, you didn't even show up, thanks to Battlefield 3. But anyways, hopefully tomorrow hopefully Sunday we're gonna be having the wars again. We're gonna be having their clan war. LOD fought today, had a war today, and they will most likely be having another exhibition clan war on Sunday. And if HQ is still not capable of getting members, an active lineup, we hopefully maybe. Well, we're gonna get onto that later, but we're not gonna be discussing the LOD versus Ocarina of Time clan war.
Oh, okay. I thought we could talk about it a little because I think when we narrate it, or when you narrate it, we're going to try to be unbiased during the actual narration. So I thought maybe we could talk a little bit about it now.
What are you talking about?
Like the actual battles, talk about what happened.
Well, yeah, that's what we're gonna we
Okay,
were
you
gonna
said
talk
you
about.
said we're not going to be talking about it.
Yeah.
I said
Yeah.
we are gonna be talking
You
about it.
said we aren't.
Okay.
I said we aren't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's just talk about it. Let's just talk about it.
What the fuck? I mean, I said we are gonna talk about him.
Okay. Okay,
All
we
right,
are.
Okay. Okay.
we
Yeah.
are. All right, calm the fuck down, everybody. All
Okay.
right, so go ahead.
All right, round one, match one. That was between Arc 90 and Miku Hatsune. This,
Oh my god.
yeah, this was like the what the hell happened. Like it wasn't just
Yeah.
that he lost. We wouldn't just be mad that he lost, but I mean, it was just not good what happened. It wasn't
Yeah.
like
To
Did you
point
get
it
wrecked?
out. To point it out real quick. This exhibition clan war was sort of a risky one for LOD because LOD has the tendency to not risk putting new or inexperienced players in the clan war. And we decided to actually add three people that are not regular players in the clan war. Those were Lexident, who had just joined the Legion of Doom, welcome. Arc 90, who had never been in a clan war with LOD, and Sayalamenis, who had just been in a war before and sadly lost.
I hate that guy.
Thanks. We okay, got it. All right. But yeah, the first match was between Arc 90 and Miku Hatsune, and this was actually the most irritating match of the whole war. Um, you guys, we have been trying to get the logs for this to actually discuss it a little bit further, but the whole time we Arc 90 just wasn't did not perform well.
Not on his A game.
oh, he was
No,
like on his D minus game.
yeah, he was. Yeah, it was like the way he started the battle. To begin, he was using some abilities that were just not
Hit.
beneficial for their Pokemon, and just the way he was playing. I didn't exactly checked out their way, but I think Invalid did analyze the battle a little bit more. So I'm gonna let him talk a little bit about it.
Well, I don't know. I didn't actually watch over the recording, but I do remember from when I was watching it live. He had that. What do you call it in English? Kirakosta, and he set up.
Yeah,
Yep.
Costa
Yeah.
I call it Caracos.
Oh yeah, I do too. Yeah, he set up Shell Smash on that first turn while she sent in. Yeah, it was an Espeon. And again, he set up another Shell Smash. Like he wants to go for two Shell Smashes to get a sweep, and like that alone was like getting us like we did not like that because like you don't know if it's gonna be sashed and it's gonna live a hit or what's gonna happen.
It's too cocky.
So yeah, like it's like way too soon to be setting up that much. But he sets up the second
Yeah.
Shell Smash and the Espeon uses Grass Knot. We're like, okay, it's gonna live with Sturdy, right?
Third,
But it didn't have Sturdy. I don't even know what other ability Caracosta gets. It didn't have Sturdy though.
it's got Swift Swim, I
And
think.
Swift Swim.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a rain team either, so like there wasn't a
Yeah.
reason for it to have Swift Swim.
Yeah, so that
Maybe,
was like the thing that made me mad about that was that he led with a Caracosta and used Shell Smash. He used the first Shell Smash, and that was as a lead. That's good because then you still have the sturdy survival thing. You can still hit back, but he got he set up once, and the guy made the switch into Espeon, I think,
Yeah.
and Even then, he tried a shell smash again, which is what I would have done because I have sturdy, but he didn't have sturdy, and he had lowered his defenses times four by doing that. So he just pretty much sentenced himself to death, which was like the biggest and most pointless thing ever. And
That seemed
then,
like a good set though. I'll be honest. Two
yeah,
shell smashes with that kind of with sturdy. Sorry.
yeah. Well, he got lucky because he would have attacked if they would have damaged him the first time he shell smashed. But he had the chance to actually shell smash twice. But when they hit him, instead of surviving, he straight up died, and everybody was like,
I
"What
was
the
like, what
hell?
just happened here?
What just happened?"
Like, wait, was
And
there some kind of hail up? What? How did he die?
I was like, "What the fuck? There's not even entry hazards or like weather damage or anything." And then the other issue came from Aself with flamethrower. Like three things in his team were just weak to fire
Yeah, and
blast.
he just brought him in
So
all in a row. It was like
just kept
he didn't.
bringing him in, like, "Hey, here it is, kill it."
Yeah, he brought them
And
all in, and then finally Starmie comes out, and it killed it with Hydro Pump. Like if he would have done that 4 turns sooner, it would have been a good idea. Would have helped.
yeah, yeah, it was total disaster. And yeah, that was the end. He was dead to begin with. He lost four Pokemon before he could take one down, and it was a victory for Miku Hitsune. And by this time, Ocarina of Time had the advantage by one victory. Then
How did
came
Ark feel after his loss?
what?
How did Ark feel after his loss? Did you ask him?
He left the server to begin with.
So he was raging.
As soon as the match was over, he left and he came back. And because of that, he's suspended in LOD for an undefined amount of time for such a terrible performance. Like we're not gonna be risking bringing him in.
It
If
was
he's
it was just for the performance.
Yeah, it was just for the
Yeah, he didn't
performance,
do
and
anything else. Just,
I thought it was maybe because of raging and
oh,
he.
not
oh
raging.
no,
It's just
he didn't like rage. He just left the server. He did
like
so he
Oh,
wouldn't rage. I guess.
we got some people that are not haven't been around PO that much, like Harpuya, and I don't think Harpuya could pull off such a crappy battle. So, yeah, it was just terrible, which is what angered us and made us suspend them. And we're gonna get to that. The second match we had was Sayalamanis versus what was the name of this?
It was Joey Wheeler, Aikaito
Yeah, it was
Shinsugo, or
Joey Wheeler, aka Aikito Shinanao, whatever. And Sayalaman is just a stall team, and he fucked some stuff up with that.
yeah. At the
I'll
start, it
admit.
looked like he was like, "Oh man, this is gonna be another loss," because he started off looking like he was at a disadvantage, but then he turned it around.
Yeah, especially when he had Skarmory and used Iron Defense and switched out right after doing it.
Yeah, that was like,
I don't
what? Why would you switch? Especially when there wasn't even a special attacker out yet. It was still a physical attacker.
Yeah, but he did really well with it was a 5-0, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it was
what
a
kind
5-0.
of what
Still
kind
had,
of stall team was it?
it was
Like
Sandstorm?
uh,
I don't remember
no,
even.
no, it wasn't a rain stall. I'm not exactly sure, but he won.
Yeah, and then
And
that's all that matters.
by this time it was LOD one, Ocarina of Time one. Then it came the third battle, which was actually invalid against Rapture, which in my opinion was like one of the most intense matches of the whole clan war.
yeah, there was a lot of opportunities where if I would have screwed up, I would have lost. Definitely.
Yeah, he had some invalid had some he had a tough beginning for that match. He was in a pretty tough situation at the
Yeah.
beginning.
Caesar versus Tyranitar, which I know you can just use a bullet punch, but it's not a one-hit KO. Not quite. So I was sitting there thinking, do I go for the bullet punch? Because I knew I didn't outspeed because I've got no investment. So finally, I just went for bullet punch, and he switched out to Gliscor, so I was safe.
Yeah.
Then
Then oh no, wait a minute. Didn't Salamanders use Glide Score?
I don't know. What do you use, Gliscor
He
and
kept
Skarmory on the same team?
I think he kept fighting a Donphan with
Oh
Ice
yeah, he
Shard. Oh
did.
no, that was yeah. It was him
Yeah, he switched out so he wouldn't get critted even.
by Ice Shard. Yeah, it was him. He used the yeah. Then Invalid won that match, so we were ahead by we were 2-1, and we just had the final match. And this was the first time that Lexington, our newest member, the newest member in LOD, would actually participate in a clan war, and he kicked some ass. He got some reins. He got a swift swimmer. He got some swift swimmers in action, with Ludicolo racking some stuff up. You know, he's a tough guy to beat,
Wait,
Ludicolo.
he used a range thing with Swift Swim?
Yeah,
Okay.
they're illegal in Realgam Tower.
It's
And
the only thing we have banned with Swift Swim is Kingdra, and that's only with Swift Swim. Like if you
that's
want to
only
use
with Swift.
Sniper, you can use it.
Sniper
That's
sounds
why
like such a
I run
Sniper sounds like such a cool ability.
Sniper on my Kingdra. Not because it's banned, I just don't like Swift Swim.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, when Sniper actually takes effect, it's pretty cool. Like when you get the crit, and they're like, "I can live a crit. I've only taken 33% damage," and then they die. Ah,
I,
but yeah, so that was the our first exhibition. That was the first exhibition clan war for LOD since the return of Realgam Tower, and it was a final score of 3-1. Our first victory, and that brings our federation record to 2 victories, no draws, no losses. And most likely LOD will be going to war tomorrow, Sunday. And yeah,
it's too.
we're hoping that LOD is gonna be trying a new lineup for this. Lexington will be given a new chance, and we're still deciding on it. It will come
yeah.
in time.
I mean, yeah, Lexington, Elements.
Lexington Say Elements proved themselves while Arc 90 was suspended for obvious
Yeah, he did
reasons.
the opposite of proving himself. But this
Yeah,
isn't
It's
just
the opposite of
hate
awesome.
on Arc 90 time.
yeah. For the next thing is the clan war between Hive and HQ, which was supposed to be scheduled for Saturday, but it just didn't happen. And as we all know, HQ is going through some member issues right now, as they're trying to figure out if they're going to be having a lineup a lineup with active members.
Yeah, that is pretty important to have an active member list. Just like how
It seems to be the issue, right?
yeah, that is pretty much the main issue I'm having right now with this clan is that all the people that we had that were
Well,
good
Jordo, can you
before,
mute your mic? There's echo going on.
Oh, my bad. Go.
Okay.
but all of the like the member or the inactivity, that is like a pretty big issue that we're having with HQ right now because all of a sudden once Relgam was down, people just stopped showing up. So that's why with merging with that one the clan, the S with the little jizz sign and then the other S, um that clan, it like helped, but then it also like didn't in a way. It helps because we gained new members, and some of them are pretty active, like Nubbin. I think Akito is also pretty active. So that those are the kind of things that help. But when Relgan was down, all of a sudden people just stopped showing up. Like Zero stopped showing up for a week. All of a sudden Eternity stopped showing up for a week. So that's why I just I decided to remove Eternity from the clan because usually when he's online, he's only on for 5 minutes, and if you're gonna be offline for that long, um, or take a huge break just because you can't get on, and that's the only reason, not because you're on a trip or something like that, then you're not fit for a clan on PO. So
So
inactivity. big issue.
Gardner, are we expecting a four player lineup, full lineup for tomorrow for the clan war between Hive and HQ? Because it appears that Hive is ready
Yeah.
for a clan war.
Like you've
So
got 4 members in total at least that are
Yeah.
you might be able to get. So
Do before I answer that, do leaders count um
yeah,
to fight?
you can have the
yeah,
leader
leaders.
fight. Yeah.
Okay. So it's probably going to be me, Frost for Gems Lover if she gets on, Zero, and if we have to, maybe like a couple subs, as in like Nubbin or and hopefully Akito if he gets online. But just inactivity is taking over, so that is very unfortunate for us.
I want everybody to know that this friendly clan war for HQ versus Hive is gonna be working as a practice war for both clans, because they're gonna be organizing themselves to it. They're gonna use this war to actually figure out who is at what level of play. So it's gonna be actually it's gonna help decide who's gonna be starters and who's not gonna be starters. To start getting an idea of who's gonna be put in the to be used for clan wars and stuff. Some before others.
They're gonna be
You know,
they're gonna be counting it for their federation record, aren't they?
that's we're not sure yet. Actually,
I'll
it's
probably
actually
add
gonna
it.
be up to the it's actually gonna be up to the leaders if they're gonna want to have this war count for their federation record. But we like it to be a true competition, so yeah,
Yeah, I mean, if
they
it
will
counts,
count for
that'd mean that they're definitely gonna
they
take it
will
a lot
count
more
for their
seriously.
federation record. It's going to be their first. Both clans are not in the best shape right now, so I think it's fair game for both of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, tomorrow Sunday we're gonna be hopefully having this clan war that a lot of people are gonna be excited to look. They're gonna be looking afterwards. Um, and of course, as you know, pretty much all clan wars are recorded by our recording staff, Invalid.
Yeah.
And all clan wars in Realgam Tower, wherever any of our home clans go, we upload them we upload them to our YouTube channel, Doom International YouTube channel. And remember that the latest clan where we got up there is the
HQ versus
PTOB versus HQ war, where the Astark HQ got a pretty serious whooping right there. But it's just a new generation, so they got to start somewhere. So we gotta give them time, and that's about it. And ladies and genitals, this was our Realgam
Oh wait,
report.
whoa! Wait a minute. You never talked about the Prime Cup.
Oh, we didn't talk about the Prime Cup? All right, let's talk about the Prime Cup. Everybody's going like, oh man, I thought it was over, because we've been going on for over. How long has the recording gone for?
It has been 44 minutes.
Holy crap.
Would somebody actually listen to this whole thing?
Someone might. If they don't, then if they do, then congratulations.
If they don't, fuck it.
Yeah.
It's like the best way to stay informed of everything.
Yeah,
So it's actually a good thing that we're recording
Just
this.
like-
But let's talk about the Prime Cup.
Yeah, Prime Cup.
Actually, let me get the word on this,
Yeah,
because
like
I'm
say the history and everything,
the tournament coordinator. As you guys know, a few months ago, after the Realgam Clan tournament, we began organizing a big singles tournament in the server called the Realgam Prime Cup, which was gonna follow the Realgam Clan tournament. It was gonna follow the same system that the Clan tournament did, where people were gonna be divided into groups, and we were gonna be scoring points for victories and stuff. And the highest ranked people in each group would advance to elimination rounds until we got to the finals of the tournament. And before the first time we attempted to do it, which was in the summer, beginning of the summer, end of spring, I think, it went pretty bad, because we were having some issues with some certain Pokemons like Sandvale Garchomp. Oh man. And we had been fixing some issues with the Shadow Tag Pokemon, which caused some issues in the clan tournament. So once we made the announcement during the tournament, which was sort of a bad idea, of banning Sandville Garchomp because lots of players were going to be using it in that tournament. Most people were not happy about it, and some decided to quit. Some decided to, didn't care about the tournament anymore. So we decided to cancel it because lots of people weren't just into it anymore. But this fall, we finally thought about bringing it back. Some changes in this tournament is that clan leaders are actually going to be able to be part of it. If you noticed in the first attempt for the Prime Cup, um, Astark, at the time leader of HQ, wasn't able to join it, but his members were. I wasn't able to join, or Invalid wasn't able to join because we had referees per group. But this time, everybody's going to be able to join. Doesn't matter who you
Yeah,
are.
and if you don't want people to, if you want to make sure that everyone believes you on what happened, make sure to save your log.
Yeah, that is a very good thing to do. Save logs.
That's a very important thing to do, but it doesn't really matter because all matches. The referees got to be there, and we're going to be having 2 referees for this tournament instead of 4.
Oh, I thought you
Um,
just said we weren't having referees. I misheard you.
I said, oh, we are having We're having 2 referees instead of like 1 referee per group.
Logs are a third referee.
Yeah, logs are 3rd referees. You gotta save them anyways to keep as proof if referees make a mistake or something like that. But so far we got some entries. I think we have 8 people registered so far, so we're halfway there. We're not living on a prayer, and
Whoa.
we got it there. We got it. Hopefully this Prime Cup is gonna work out all right. And after the Clan War, after the Prime Cup, we're most likely gonna be preparing to organize the second clan tournament, second Premier League tournament, the second Premier League in Realgam Tower, and we're gonna be looking for clans to join the federation to get this clan tournament started. Some clans that we're probably not gonna be seeing are gonna be Imperial and Aura. Well, most likely Aura, but Imperial ended up not very happy with their results last tournament, and even to this day,
There's still controversy over it.
they're still discussing about how they lost, and they just requested. It's a funny thing because the leader of Imperial came in today and requested me for the logs of that match.
He actually
Why?
won in the log.
He wanted the logs. I'm like, I don't keep those. What the fuck?
That's from like months ago. I wouldn't
That's
even know
like
where
from
it was
months.
at.
It's like 3 months ago. Why the hell are you even worrying about it? So, those are the events that we got going on in Realgam Tower right now. Sign-ups for the Realgam Prime Cup, Exhibition Clan Wars for LOD and the HQ and Hive, and
So sign up.
Oh yeah, and the HQ tournament, the Purge tournament. That
Yeah,
was
and if you haven't had your battle, you better have it like tomorrow.
Quick, yeah. Tonight.
quick. Yep, time is running out, and Beaver is not gonna be patient like Astor was. If you're not
Yeah.
here, you're out.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
you're
like
out.
good cop is
I
gone
think we
and bad cop is here.
I
Yeah,
think we
good.
covered everything. Haven't did we?
Yeah.
We missing anything?
I can't think of
Anything you
anything
guys
we're
want to
missing.
say?
No?
All right. Well, I'd like to thank if you listened to the whole thing. Thank you very much. I appreciate that you stayed with us this whole like almost 1 hour, listening to everything that's been going on in our beloved server, Realgam Tower. And I thank you, me, Nascourge, and also Beaver FX and LOD Invalid. We
Yeah.
all we
Before we end this thing, since you listened to this, I'm gonna say how you get ass. Say, girl. That's all you have to do.
what the hell was that?
I didn't even
I don't know.
understand it.
All right,
Let's go.
everybody. Make sure to look for the next audio report
Yeah.
next week.
Hopefully, I can upload this to Dropbox, and that'll be streaming the sound, and I'll also upload it to YouTube in 3 separate parts, so people can, if they don't want to listen to it through streaming sound, they can actually watch
Subsection.
the video.
Yep. So
Yeah.
be on the lookout, guys. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you around.
Yeah, see
See
ya.
ya.
I mean, if you're listening
Bye.
to it
Keep
already,
shooting.
you already know what you're listening to it on. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
bye.